Welcome to Extraterrestrial Reality. Just recently, something very strange was seen roaming around the streets of a residential neighborhood in Los Angeles, and I have no explanation for it. And I don't think anybody's going to have an explanation for it, but it could be alien. It really could be. I have no. When you see this video that I'm about to show you, you're not going to have an explanation either, because I've been looking at this very closely now for about 24 hours. And I have no explanation. I actually ran it by Scott Roeder earlier today, and he had no explanation for it either. Of course, he's the crime scene reconstruction expert as well as a film analysis expert, and he has no explanation for it either. I don't know what to say about it other than it's very strange, and we're going to take a close look at it. Now, some people think this is an alien, maybe even two aliens, and you'll see as we go through this. But anyway. And for those who are listening, I'll be describing everything that who aren't watching the video version of this. I'll be describing what we are seeing here. Anyway, it all started a few days ago on Reddit. Somebody named a user named Adept Efficiency 4126. He posted in UFO on UFO Reddit. Of course, UFO Reddit is you'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy in UFO Reddit. It's just infiltrated by, as far as I could see, debunkers and their dummy followers, as well as probably government, always there to knock anything down. This guy posted the first time he posted this. He posted it and it was taken down off of UFO Reddit for some reason. He must have done something wrong when he uploaded it. But anyway, Adept Efficiency 4126, and I did also look at this guy. He hasn't really posted anything in before this. He didn't post anything for like 5 months, and he's not posting in UFOs ever. Apparently, this guy doesn't seem to have an interest in it, but he saw something and he was able to film it with his cell phone camera, and he was looking for answers. And this is what his first time he posted about this. He wrote, "I have talked to many people to see if I could find an explanation for this and have come up dry. Would love to see if anyone has a good rational explanation for this." And then there was some comments here. There was one guy, Miserable Good 6184. He wrote back. He says, "I seen your video. There are two aliens in it. I took screenshots and enhanced them. I put them on Twitter. There is an alien across the street by the window. I think the other object was there to distract you from it. Watch the video and screenshot anytime the upstairs window across the street is in view. You will see him clearly." Now, I looked at this video. I did not see, unfortunately, I did not see any clear image of an alien standing in a window. However, that doesn't take away from the strangeness of this video, as you will soon see, because this object that is floating around, I don't know what to say about it. I've never seen anything like it. But anyway, that first post that he was taken down, but then he posted again, and this has been locked. It was locked within the first day that this went up, apparently. There was the moderator pointed out that the trolls came out in force after this one. So he posted it again. Here's the video. We're going to run the video in a second here. And he wrote this. He says, "Location, downtown Los Angeles, California. Spotted at 1 a.m. sitting on front porch. Tall, metallic, cylindrical object. Appeared to be very solid, not a balloon. Any ideas what this is? Was told it could be a drone, but did some research and it doesn't seem to match any existing model." Okay, I'm going to play the full video, the original video that he posted, except there was a couple of F-bombs that he threw in there, so I just cut those out. But here's the original video, and where he experienced this object, this strange thing floating down the street, and then you'll see it floating across the street over cars. You'll see a shadow that it casts below, and then it floats up to a house, to a second store window of a house across the street, moves around in a weird way, then moves back to the same direction it came from, and then moves off to the left. It's an impossible, to me, it's a very impossible looking kind of object. I don't know what to say about it, but anyway, here we go.
What the f***? What the f*** is that? Am I losing my goddamn mind? What the f*** is that? What the? Where did it go? Okay. No biggie.
Okay, now I'm going to play this again, the same video, except this time this was zoomed in on the object as well as I stabilized it so you can get a better look at what this thing is. So I'm going to play this second version of it right now. Check this out.
What the? What the is that? Am I losing my goddamn mind? What the is that? What the? Where did it go? Okay. No biggie.
Well, as you can see, this is a very, very intriguing piece of video here because I don't think that this is a hoax for a few reasons. For one thing, what kind of hoax would this be if it was a hoax? I mean, I don't know. If you're going to hoax something like this, a UFO or an alien creature, whatever what this is supposed to be, why would you do it this way? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that's ruled out. Besides that, of course, I mean, I think more investigation needs to be done in this video. I did reach out to this person. I don't know if he'll get back to me or not, but I tried. I'd like to get more information about this encounter, and but I don't know what to say about this thing. We'll pull it up on the screen here again. I'll play without sound as I'm talking here. But I mean, you see it coming down the street right there. There it is. I mean, it looks like a little. At first, I was thinking, is this like a probe droid from a Star Wars movie or something? And you see it moving up. I mean, it looks like there's some sort of small little appendages or something. Sometimes I thought it might have been a balloon at first too, but I can't see how it could possibly be. How could it move like this? I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any wind. You don't see the trees blowing around. You don't hear wind in the video. And look, you can see this thing cross. It looks like there's a light on it, or two lights on it some points. It looks like there's a light on the bottom here. I mean, is this I don't know. I'm wondering, is it a floating alien creature maybe? I don't know. And then he lost it. And there, actually, in this part right here, this thing starts glowing. It moves away from the house, and then it starts morphing and changing, and with lights and stuff. I mean, I was thinking, could it be a Mylar balloon, perhaps? But I don't think it can be. You know, and you'll see it floating up. At some points, it looks like it's almost invisible, and then it turns to a more solid shape again, and it starts rising up. It looks like right here. Look at it. I mean, for a second, it looks like it might be a balloon, but then it becomes flat and squarish, and it just continues to keep moving. And you'll see it. And then when it gets behind the trees here, it's really hard to see, and it floats up in this area here. You can see it right there. Floating in front of the backdrop of the trees, and then you could still see it a little bit moving right here, right there. I have the arrow next to it, off to the right of it, and then it get really hard to see right here. But you'll see it. This is where he lost it. But as you'll notice here in a second, I'll show you. You could actually see it. There it is. It's floating up, and it just blends in with the top of these tree branches, and it just stays there for the rest of the video, moving around. You'll actually notice it moving around. I'll show you up the close-up version of this in a second. This is very strange, and I don't have any explanation for it. It just goes to show that we really do not know what the hell is going on here on this planet. I could tell you that. That's what it seems like to me. Anyway, I'm going to play this again with the as I talk here with the close-up version. Here, let me pull it up. Okay, here we go. There it is. Now look at this thing. I mean, I don't know. It looks like it's shape-shifting a little bit, morphing. I mean, of course, when you zoom in like this on a video, you're going to lose some. So the image quality definitely diminishes, no question. But this is absolutely strange. I don't know what to call this. I don't know what to say. I don't see how it could have been faked, because as you earlier when you crosses over the street, like it looked like it was, for one thing, it looks like it was at pedestrian level coming down the pavement. I'm assuming that's where the guy initially noticed it. And then it just, hangs a right and starts lifting up. You can see it cast its shadow on the car underneath on the street, and then goes over to that second-story window of the house across the street, glides past that, and then moves off to the right again, and then it starts doing this. Like, what the hell's going on here? Look at this. I mean, it's changing colors. I mean, it's changing the lights. It looks like it's shrinking. It's morphing or something. I mean, there was, at first, when I first looked at this, I was thinking it might be a balloon, but I don't see it. It looks like it's almost invisible here then, and then it changes its shape again. Like right here, it looks like it could be a balloon, but then watch. There. Like, what's that? It looks like it becomes flat and straight, and it looks like it's controlled. It looks like there's intelligence behind this. And it just keeps floating around, moving around, doing what it wants. And I don't think this, again, you don't hear wind in the cell phone footage. You don't see the trees blowing around wildly. So I don't see how this could be a balloon moving this way. It looks like it's moving under intelligent control. Now, the only thing I could think of, prosaic explanation possibly, I don't see how it could possibly be a balloon. That's one thing. But maybe it's some sort of a tricked up drone. That's probably the extent of here, yeah. That's probably the extent I would say of like right here. You can see it actually moving around there. I could just, like, the guy, he doesn't see it anymore, but this is where it is. If you watch this video closely, this object just hangs out by the tree there, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to say about this. I really don't know, folks. What is it? I don't know. Is it, like, again, could it be a drone that was tricked out maybe somehow? Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. And, this guy, says he was sitting on his front porch at 1 o'clock in the morning, and he sees this thing coming down the street. What is it about? I mean, some people I saw on Reddit were saying, well, maybe it was some sort of a drone that wanted to stare in that other window across the street, and for some reason, who knows? But anyway, speaking of that, I want to go through some of these comments on Reddit just to show you how bad it is over here. I mean, this is why I don't like UFO Reddit. Okay, now this guy here, this is a stickied comment, and this was a moderator, says trolls are out in force, locked. So they basically locked this so nobody could comment anymore, because they're getting nothing but troll comments. And you'll see, let me just go down. I actually have the new first, so I'm going to go down toward the bottom here. Now, there was a couple of people who thought that this was intriguing. You'll see them pop up here and there, but most of them, right, are saying balloon. Like, look at this guy. I'm Wade Wilson, says, wow, this sub yet again falls for a balloon. LMFAOO. And, they all feed off each other. Like, one idiot says balloon, and then a whole bunch of other ones come in and say balloon, too. But at the same time, this other guy here, Pure Locksmith, points out it casts a shadow and triggers your neighbor's security lights. Whatever it is, it's solid and the real deal. Yes, I agree. That was another thing. If you notice when you watch the video, it does those security lights go on at that house where it's floating near. So obviously there was something there. But what is that something? I do not know. It looks like it was shaped, like from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's shape-shifting, and it's just a very strange form, and I don't know if is it a robot, is it a probe, is it, if it is alien, we have to wonder what is it exactly. Is it a probe, a robot, an alien itself using some sort of technology that allows it to fly around like that? I mean, it could be. Here's why it could be, is because a lot of us here know that there's something here, so it actually could be. This is a plausible explanation for this strange encounter, this strange sighting that this person had. Like here's somebody else wrote, Cindy51 on Reddit, UFO Reddit wrote, could be the local peeping Tom skulking around with a customized drone looking for naked people in their bedrooms. And again, of course, like you see all these people, it's a balloon. Well, how many times you have to, okay, everyone's saying all these different, it's a balloon, die. And how many more people, okay, you saw like 100 people before you said it's a balloon, now you're saying it's a balloon. It's not a balloon. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's a balloon. I don't think balloons behave this way. I don't think that they become lighted and morph and change shapes like this and move around like this. That, it doesn't seem like there was any wind there. This looks like it was controlled, whatever it was. And a lot of other people were complaining because they thought he should have went up closer to it. That's really easy to say, especially as Monday morning quarterback. I don't think, when I had my UFO encounter back in 1994, I didn't go running up to the thing. I stood there in awe and actually ended up running away. Yeah, so that's one thing. So I don't know who these people, if they were placed in these situations, I'm not sure if they would go running up to it. But here's the other thing too. I mean, if you go running up to something like this, then he's not going to be able to film it properly. I'm glad he didn't go running up to it, because there would have been shaky camera and you wouldn't have had what we have here now. So I don't understand. Like right here, this person, weak signature, writes, damn, what a lost opportunity. Either A, throw a rock at it, B, shoot it, C, point a laser pointed at it, D, run up toward it, under it, E, hit it with a bat. But here's the thing. You don't think of these things that happen. I mean, a guy sitting on his porch 1 o'clock in the morning, the video lasts for what, 2 minutes at best? It's around 2 minutes, right? So he sees this thing flown up. He pulls out a cell phone camera. We're lucky we have that. We're lucky. So you expected this guy to go jumping off his porch, go running after this thing. Yeah. Why? I mean, why not just sit there and film it and see what it's going to do, where it's going to go? You don't even know what it is or where it's going. You don't know. You're just seeing this thing, and all of a sudden these people are all upset because he didn't go chasing after it. I don't. That doesn't make any sense to me either. And here's another one. Happy, rainy, happy clouds. All I can do is go with my gut on these things, and my gut says fake. Right? Well, you didn't give it much thought. I mean, obviously these people, right, on UFO Reddit, like I said, it's like that quote out of Star Wars when the original one. When Ben Kenobi says, Mos Eisley Spaceport, you'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. That's what I think. That's what I feel about UFO Reddit. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy on UFO Reddit, because you can't trust it. Actually, you know what? Here's another thing. Just keep this in mind. You can't talk about the the Las Vegas alien incident. There's certain incidents you can't talk about on UFO Reddit. You get kicked out. And this is most certainly because there's something, to me it's compromised. There's something going on with UFO Reddit. I mean, I don't know who the mods are. I won't be surprised if it's a bunch of debunkers, actually, to tell you the truth. I really don't know. And look, here's another dope. Lopsided Life says, you have to be brain dead to think it's anything other than balloon. Yeah. I mean, how many people do we need to have on UFO Reddit tell you it's a balloon? It's a balloon! The other guy said it, so I'll say it next! Boy, it just gets you angry, doesn't it? And it's just a compromised site, and I don't like it at all. I don't like UFO Reddit. The only thing that UFO Reddit is good for anymore is because people who don't know any better, like this poor guy, come there and post a video of a strange UFO, even though they're about to get attacked. They don't realize it. Yeah. And that's the only thing it's good for. They do have some headlines on her. That the only good thing about UFO Reddit are some of the headlines you'll find on there. That's about it. Beyond that, right? The comments here from these dopey whatever they are. I don't know, people living in their mom's basements or something. I don't know what kind of people you are making these comments. You have to wonder. Like, if you don't care about something, here's the thing. If you don't believe in this phenomenon, why are there so many people who have to keep trying to debunk it all the time? Like, if you don't care about, like, I don't care about flat earthers. Like, I don't engage with them. I'm not going to sit here and talk about people who think the world is flat. I'm just not gonna. I think they're stupid, and that's it. I don't. Why would I care? I mean, obviously their belief is wrong and it's stupid, right? So why even bother? Let them believe what they want. But why are these people so concerned about this? These naysayers. You have to ask yourself these questions. Who are all these people? Like, I know a lot of people who don't care about UFOs, and I know for a fact they don't hang out on UFO Reddit talking about, oh, it's a hoax, oh, it's a balloon, Mick West says it's a balloon. Here's another one, Shambo. Obvious hot air balloon. It's obvious. Yeah, it's just the way it is here. And then somebody else writes, it's definitely not a balloon. It's not a balloon. I don't think this is a balloon. I don't see how this could be a balloon. A balloon does not behave like this. Okay, it doesn't change shape like that and light itself up like that, and it's not able to move like that. This is, whatever this was, looked like it was under some sort of control to me. But here's the thing. Like Scott Roeder, when I did have a conversation with him earlier today, he said we're never going to know. And you know what? He's right. And actually he said it's probably, he actually said it's not even worth spending 5 minutes talking about this, because the problem is you're never going to be able to prove it anyway, right? And one of the issues is you're going to have debunkers just say it's a balloon, and no one's going to be able to ever prove what it is one way or the other. And this is good for the UFO control group because they like this. They like when you're not able to prove things, unlike the Las Vegas case, of course. And then somebody else wrote, it's a deflated child's balloon, one of those birthday balloons with stuff attached to the string. Probably came out of state when they let go of it. Winds carry these things everywhere. Yeah, again, at first I thought it was a balloon, but when you look at this thing close up and the way it was moving around, a balloon, just isn't going to move around like that. It's just not. I mean, you let a balloon go with that's filled with helium. Okay, eventually they'll come down, right, and they'll just be real slow and move. This thing is moving around with purpose and intent. It seems it doesn't, and it's moving. Moving down the street, decides to cross the street, and you can see it crossing the street. This guy who saw it believed it was metal. I mean, is it possible that there was like the Vegas incident, that something's going on where the camera's being prevented from filming it properly here? Maybe, because when you look at the close-up version of it, it's very difficult to see what's happening. There's something going on. You can see movement. Looks like it has lights on it at some points, and then at that one point, the whole thing becomes bright, and then it looks like it shrinks, and then it raises up and becomes flat, and then starts moving up higher. I mean, if it was a balloon with helium, and how of all of a sudden is it regaining its energy again? That's not how it works. Yeah, and a lot of comments were so bad that Reddit had to remove some of them. And let's see. This another person says, I'm not an expert, but it looks to me like a balloon that's deflated slightly with one of those foam light up pool noodle type things on the bottom. I mean, just as an educated guess. Yeah, maybe. But how many people have to say it's balloon? I mean, we get it. I know here's the thing. You're never going to figure it out. And the way Scott Roeder's correct, because you talk about these things and you're never going to be able to prove what it is one way or the other. You're not going to know what it is one way or the other. But here's the thing. It could be alien, and nobody could take that away. You debunker, just because they don't believe in this stuff doesn't mean anything. The fact of the matter is that this could be alien. I don't think it's a balloon, for one thing, right? Is it maybe could it be a drone, perhaps? Some sort of a trick, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But from what I see, it could also be something extraordinary, like some sort of alien technology, maybe an alien itself. Now, the one guy, like I said, he was saying that, let me move it over here to the close-up, the zoomed-in version. He was saying that there's something by the window. I just want to pull this up one more time. We'll go through this. Okay, here it comes floating over, whatever it is. and then decides to float across the car, just floating up toward the window here. And then it's going to stop. It's not even going to touch the side of the house, it doesn't look like. It looks like it stops and it just moves over to there, starts moving off to the right there. Now, there was a guy that's on Twitter X, somebody who follows me, Pale Horse, and he's saying he thinks there's an alien around this area. Like, I'm having trouble seeing it. I just don't know. I don't know. Another, like he's saying, another one. I right now, for the time being, I'm just focusing on what this thing is. What is it? I don't know. I mean, look at on the bottom now. It looks like it's glowing here. I mean, there's parts where it looks like it becomes lighted, and then this is the strangest part right here. Look at, like, what in the world is going on here? Like, why? How come all of a sudden it just started? The whole thing became like glowing, and it looks like, I don't know. It's just morphing into something, or I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what it is. It's just strange. But hey, let's say it is alien. Is this how they get into people's houses? They float around in devices like this and check out to see if you're home. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, what is that thing? Look at that. It's changing. Look at that. I mean, you saw what it looked like just before, and then it turns into this shape. Like, what is going on here? Very strange, folks. Very, very, very strange. And here we'll just continue with this as we follow it up here. Let me just show you one more time what happens. There is one thing this guy could do. If it is a balloon, right? Maybe it got caught up in the tree, but I don't think that this is a balloon. I think this thing was moving under intelligent control. Again, it doesn't make me right, though. I'll never be able to prove it. There it goes, right there. You see it? And it stays right there for the duration of the video. The guy lost it when it got in here, but if when I zoomed it in, you could see that it's hanging out there, and you could still see it moving within that circle right there. Now this light here, that's just a reflection. That's nothing. But there it is, right there where the arrow is. It stays there, whatever it is, for until the end of the video. So I thought it was interesting enough to talk about, and I think the reason I'm talking about it, I just wanted to throw it out there because it's just another example of how we really don't know what's going on this world sometimes. I mean, yeah, is it possible that this could have some sort of a prosaic explanation? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't think it's a balloon. I don't think balloons behave like this. Is it a drone? Maybe somehow, maybe. But again, it could be something else too. I mean, it could be anything, right? It could be alien. It really could be, because we know that they're here, right? We know that they're here. All right, I want to move over. I want to talk about some of the. I'm going to get caught up on the recent Spotify polls. And I'm going to start with, I believe I did this one already, but it was for the episode, NASA Doctor Retires, Blows Whistle, says he was shown recovered flying saucer in action. 24 votes so far with 18 days left. The question is, do you believe Dr. Gregory Rogers has told the truth about what he saw in 1992? Everyone's saying yes for the most part. Only 4 people, or 16.7%, say no, while 20 people, or 83.3%, say yes. Of course, as I indicated before, I believe this guy. Doesn't make any sense why someone would, spend all of their time in the military and NASA, and then retire and then make a statement like this if it wasn't true. It was obviously something that bugged him for a long time, and he believes it's an injustice that this is being kept secret by people within the government. Okay, for the episode, Arrow releases unresolved UAP video / scientist believes sphere found in Colombia could be alien. I asked this question. Do you expect Arrow to ever present evidence that unequivocally shows technology developed by NHI? 37 votes so far. 4 people only, 10.8% say yes, while a majority, 33 people or 89.2% say no. I don't think so. Yeah, I agree with the majority here. I don't think Arrow is going to ever present evidence that I would love to be wrong about this. Don't get me. I'd love to be wrong about this. I would love it. But you know what? I don't believe Arrow is going to ever present evidence that shows unequivocally technology developed by NHI. I just don't see that happening anytime soon. Okay, and then for the most recent episode, Nell issues updated UAP disclosure proposal / MUFON official says Vegas aliens legitimately in video. And I asked this question, and there's only 28 votes so far. Will the third time be the charm for the UAP Disclosure Act? As we all know, the UAP Disclosure Act that was gutted the first time it was presented in 2023. In 2024, they didn't vote on it. And now in 2025, it's going to be up for a vote again. They're going to try. Will the third time be the charm? Okay, 4 people or 14.3% say yes, while the majority, 24 or 85.7%, say no. So the third time won't be the charm for the UAP Disclosure Act, and it will fail again, according to the majority. And I'm going to have to agree with the majority on this one because I despite all of these efforts, I still think that the powers behind the scenes pulling the strings, the moneyed interests, they're going to have the final say on this, and we will not get the UAP Disclosure Act. We will not. I hope I'm wrong about this one too. I'm sure a lot of us are probably hopeful that we will be wrong about this, but unfortunately, I don't think we will be. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to say thank you all for joining me today. Until next time.